Mr. Suresh Kalmadi, Member of Parliament and Chairman, Organising Committee, Commonwealth Games Delhi 2010, in welcoming the Honourable Michael Fennell, President, Commonwealth Games Federation.
Here we have the start of the formal welcomes. A handful of people, half a dozen of the distinguished guests will be given an individual welcome. And the first is Michael Fennell, who is President of the Commonwealth Games Federation. And being welcomed there by the gentleman on the right, just turned his back to us, who is Suresh Kalmadi, the man who's been in charge of the organisation here in Delhi.
National Advisory Council, Srimati Sonia Gandhi.
Here we have one of the most powerful women in the world today, Sonia Gandhi, who's chairperson of the United Progressive Alliance, the ruling coalition which governs India.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome His Royal Highness, Prince Edward, Earl of Wessex, and Vice Patron of the Commonwealth Games Federation.
Prince Edward, the Earl of Wessex, who's here for the closing ceremony, representing the Queen. He is Vice Patron of the CGF, and it'll be his duty to take part in the formal closing of the Games a little later on.
Please welcome the Honourable President of Sri Lanka, Mr. Mahinda Rajapaksa.
देवियों सज्जनों, कृपया स्वागत करें श्रीलंका के महामहिम राष्ट्रपति श्री महिंदा
Taking his place,
Rajapaksa.
President Mahinda Rajapaksa of Sri Lanka, one of the President's guests here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Honourable Prime Minister of India, Dr. Manmohan Singh.
A rousing cheer for Dr. Manmohan Singh, who is the Prime Minister of India. Colleague of Sonia Gandhi's, of course. Someone who still commands huge respect and popularity right across India. The first Sikh to hold this position.
And now, please welcome the Honourable Vice President of India, Shri M. Hamid Ansari.
Vice President Ansari will now take his place as the final member of the distinguished guests who are presiding over this ceremony this evening. The President herself declared the Games open, along with the Prince of Wales. Well, it's the Vice President who's here for the closing, which starts now with the National Anthem of India. The national anthem has been sung and the countdown is underway. The countdown illuminated on the great balloon in Devanagari script, an ancient Indian form of script writing. The formal beginning is upon us.
And now, we present a 3,000-year-old legacy, a showcase of the martial arts traditions of India. Agni, the glory of sport, featuring Naga warriors, Kalaripayattu, Talwar Ras, Thangta, Akhada, Silambam, Gatka, and Dhanpatta.
At least 8 forms of traditions of martial arts on display. I can tell you it's an exciting display in all its forms, some involving weapons, some involving sticks, some involving drums. A blend of dance and martial arts here, Tinku.
Yes, and this is an age-old tradition here in India. The tradition of martial arts has been there. You'll see akharas, which are very popular. These are where you'll see men wrestling together in every city possible, and it's usually under a priesthood or a guru where they'll teach you. So it's, I think it'll be some exciting stuff now.
Starting with the flame dancers.
The flame dancers. There we see the Naga warriors coming into your screen. And, you know, Naga kind of derives, and then we have the Punjabi Talwar Ras fighters as well.
The Naga is one of the most ancient warrior tribes of India and feature very prominently in some of the big festivals.
Yes, they do. And there are 14 main tribes from this state in the northeast, which extended to Burma, all the way to Burma at one point. Now the warriors, the Naga warriors, will be wearing this mini trophy masks as a pendant in a necklace, and this sort of glorifies their bravery as headhunters. There we see the Kalaripayattu, who are possibly one of the oldest fighting systems in existence today, originally from southern India. Talwar Ras of Punjab, which you can see right now.
The Talwar Ras, who are known for the speed of their fighting display, a kind of fight and a dance combined. Very intricate art form involved in quite a few of these displays.
This now is the Thangta, which is a weapons-based martial art from Manipur, another of the northeastern states. Just shows the breadth and diversity of India as a country.
principally using the sword and the spear in the Tang Ta. There you get a real sense that these fighters are using the full extent, the full space of this big arena at the Nehru Stadium. A real sense of a kind of carnival performance about it in some of the areas with the people throwing flames and using the sparklers. Sonia Gandhi looking on at this opening display. This is all about the glory of sports. It's called Agni, and it draws on 3,000 years of tradition of martial arts in India.
There in the middle of the stadium you can see the Agni dancers with fabric, and Agni of course means fire here in India.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Armed Forces Military and Pipes and Drums bands from various regiments and battalions of the Indian Army, Air Force and Navy.
देवियों सज्जनों, कृपया स्वागत कीजिए सशस्त्र सेना बल और भारतीय थल सेना.
So the initial display on the glory of sports and martial arts has been completed. The Earl of Wessex looking on there, and the President of the Commonwealth Games Federation, Mike Fennell, too, preparing to enjoy the rest of this closing ceremony. Military martial music. It'll be interesting to compare this to some of the great military music that we enjoy back home in Britain, with the massed bands, of course, of the Guards Division and all the other military bands that we enjoy at home. Pipes and drums, 17 sets of pipes and drums from various Indian regiments, battalions of the Indian Army, and of course we'll have musicians too from the Air Force and the Navy. The Navy in white, the Air Force in blue. This ceremony, of course, all about piecing together the various bits of a very rich and diverse Indian culture. We emphasized it in the opening ceremony. We're doing the same in this closing. celebrating the diversity